We always think of the brain in our head as the big boss, right? The commander-in-chief of our whole body. But what if I told you there's another one, a second brain, and it's influencing your mood, your focus, your memory from a place you'd never expect?
90%. Just let that number sink in for a second. It's huge. And you're probably wondering, 90% of what? Well, this isn't just some random stat. It's a number that might just change how you think about your own mind, forever.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. 90% of your serotonin. You know, the happy chemical, the stuff that's all about your mood and well-being, it's made in your gut. So what does that mean? It means your mood, how well you can focus, even your memories. They don't start up here in your head. They actually start in your stomach. Wild, right?
So you're probably thinking, how is that even possible? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. But nope, this is real, established science. Let's dig in and unveil this incredible connection between your stomach and your mind.
And to really get it, you need to meet your second brain. And believe me, scientists don't just throw a name like that around for fun. It's this amazingly complex web of neurons that, get this, acts with a whole lot of independence. Its power over how we feel is, well, it's way bigger than most people ever imagine.
Okay, check this out. 100 million. That's how many neurons are lining your gut. That is a mind-boggling amount of processing power just hanging out in your digestive system. It's such a huge network that, yeah, that's exactly why scientists called it our second brain. It's earned the title.
So, okay, if you've got two brains, how do they chat? They use something called the gut-brain axis. The easiest way to picture it is like a superhighway for information, a direct line. And here's the key part. It's a two-way street. Your brain is sending messages down to your gut, for sure, but your gut is constantly sending messages right back up all day, every day.
And this superhighway, this is where that phrase gut feeling comes from. You know that flutter of anxiety you get in the pit of your stomach? That's not just some poetic expression. It's a real physical signal traveling up that axis, and it's directly hitting your emotional state.
And here's where it gets even cooler. The little residents living in your gut, all that bacteria, they're basically tiny little chemical factories. They're the ones churning out these neurotransmitters, the messengers that control how you feel. We talked about serotonin for happiness, right? But they also make dopamine for motivation and GABA, which is what helps you feel calm and relaxed. And look at the difference this makes. It's night and day. When your gut is healthy and balanced, you get a stable mood, you feel sharp, you have mental clarity. But when that whole ecosystem gets thrown off, maybe by inflammation, it starts sending out stress signals. And what happens then? You get more anxiety, low motivation, and that awful, frustrating brain fog. It's so direct. A calm gut really does mean a clearer mind.
Okay, enough of the science for a second. Let's bring this back to you. It's time for a quick gut self-check. Your body is sending you signals constantly. The real question is, are you actually listening to them?
So just for today, I want you to really ask yourself this. Think about it honestly. This is all about just noticing, building a little awareness.
Okay, here we go. Do you find yourself feeling bloated a lot? How about that energy crash right after a meal? Or maybe you get those sudden mood swings that just pop up out of nowhere. Listen, those things aren't random. They are important messages. They're signals your gut is trying to send you.
But here's the really good news. This isn't a one-way street you can't control. We can absolutely improve this communication. So let's talk about some powerful, super simple habits. 3 brain-friendly changes you can start making for a sharper mind.
All right, step 1, get more fiber in your diet every day. It's literally food for your good gut bacteria. Step 2, chew your food slowly. I know, it sounds too simple, but digestion really starts right there. And step 3, try to cut back on the ultra-processed stuff. That's the food that's usually packed with ingredients that just cause inflammation and mess up the signals between your gut and brain. And finally, let's actually do something together right now. Think of it as a little mini workout to activate that gut-brain highway. It's a simple exercise that stimulates something called the vagus nerve, which is pretty much the main telephone line between your gut and your brain.
Okay, so wherever you are, just go ahead and place one hand on your belly. Don't press hard, just let it rest there. Just feel that connection for a moment.
All right, now let's take a nice, slow breath in through your nose. No need to rush it at all. Let's just count to 4 in your head as you breathe in. And as you do, just notice your belly expanding, pushing gently into your hand. That's it. That simple action,
That deep belly breath is one of the best ways to fire up your vagus nerve and send a, hey, everything's cool, signal straight from your gut up to your brain.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Your brain is not working in isolation. Not even close. Every single thought you have, every emotion you feel, it's all being influenced by what's going on down in your gut.
Once you start thinking of your mind and your gut as a team, the whole game changes. So don't just focus on training your brain, train your gut too. When you train both, your mind doesn't just get healthier, it gets sharper.